The preseason is over. The regular season is here. Let's take a look at some risers and fallers for fantasy football today on CBS Local Sports. Dave, I want to start with the risers. Derrick Henry and Rob Kelly. I know you're really high on Kelly, and you're also really high on Henry this year.
Well, you've seen what Henry's done, and the problem is everybody has seen what Derrick Henry has done. Lots of touchdowns in the preseason. Everybody's excited about him, and you're going to see him go between round 6 and round 7. I like him better in round 7 than round 6, but you can't deny the potential. He could score 10 touchdowns this year. Rob Kelly looks just like Matt Jones to me in Washington. And the Redskins' run game, big question marks all over the place. They don't really have a great running back, but when you're staring at your team and it's the last pick of your draft, Rob Kelly is there, might end up starting for them in week 1, might eventually replace Matt Jones there. A good sleeper pick, and he's certainly rising.
Yeah, and then you look at some guys that are falling. You talk about Jamal Charles and Jay Ajayi. Charles was somebody, and still could be, one of the better fantasy running backs, but he's not going to be ready for week 1, at least not to handle a full workload. Get Spencer Ware on your roster. If you're still drafting, pick him up. If he's available on waivers, go get him. He could be a special talent in week 1 against the Chargers. And Jay Ajayi, we'll go back to the beginning of the preseason, right before they signed Arian Foster. This was a guy we were touting as a potential starter for your fantasy team. He's not going to start for the Dolphins now. Arian Foster should be that guy. Jay Ajayi's gone from a mid-round pick to now a late-round pick to maybe even a late-round flyer and somebody you would cut to pick up Spencer Ware. So he has really fallen. Jamal Charles is falling. Spencer Ware is rising, and you want to get risers on your fantasy team, and that's the type of advice we give you on Fantasy Football Today for CBS Local Sports.